In our technology today, traditional books are being steadily replaced by the electronic devices known as eBooks. Good traditional books are no longer as efficient to use anymore. Too much paper, too much trees having to be cut down and whatnot. However, there are certain feelings connected to this traditional book that cannot be replaced by any electronic substitute. So apart from the advantages of the ebook they present, studies have shown that as far as reading apprehension, eye health, and the comfort they bring, paper books are still a better choice, even in the era of tech. So when you pick up an actual book instead of an e-reader, it's just overall more appealing to the mind and body. Books have this sort of physical presence. Feeling the actual pages slipping through your fingers beats a single swipe of a finger across a screen. It's easy to access and quick to all parts of the book. The cover, the summary, the first page or the last page, or even a page in the middle of the book. You don't need to press the menu button and scroll through the numerous lists of chapters until you find the right one, and then swipe and swipe until you get to the actual page you want. In terms of accessing everything in the book, an actual book is much easier. As a book lover myself, I think one of the things about the traditional book is that they can be kept forever, without worries of being accidentally deleted. And if you love a book enough to keep it, it stays on your shelf like an old friend, and you can stop by and visit whenever you like. Now, of course, an e-reader can be in your library too, but it'll never catch your eye like the decorated spine of a book. E-readers are just a digital list of books. So I once had an e-reader, probably about 4 or so years ago. It was exciting at first when I received it as a gift, and I read on it for a while, liking how I could read in the dark. But it became a hassle since I always had to charge it, and sometimes I didn't get the books I wanted. So when I picked up my e-reader, the atmosphere was kind of weird and foreign to me, since I grew up with regular books my entire life. So after a while with the e-reader, I just mixed the actual paper, and I never picked up my e-reader again. I just love the feeling of the book in my hand, smelling the paper and the ink. You just can't get that with an ebook. So although ebooks are convenient, there's nothing like the feeling of going to a bookstore and seeing the shelves stocked full of new and old titles, or opening a package to a book that you ordered online. Just having a collection of your favorite books on your shelf is calming. I always go to my books when I need a moment to myself, staring at the spines that hold stories with countless fond memories, making me smile and want to read them all again. It's nostalgic, that's what it is. Books carry with them a more human touch. When avid readers are asked why they like physical books rather than an electronic substitute, they say it's a matter of preference to own something rather than just use it. With all said and done about the feeling of the traditional book, there's still the scientific side to dig into. Studies have shown that paper books have better physical effects in terms of the human health than ebooks will ever have. Reading from paper helps a person's retention of memory and may even help boost it. When you read on paper, you can sense with your fingers a pile of pages, on the left growing and shrinking on the right, says Anne Mangen of Norway's Stavanger University. You have the tactile sense of progress. Perhaps this somehow aids the reader, providing more fixity and solidity to the reader's sense of unfolding and progress of the text. And this applies greatly to children as well as adults. With ebooks, kids are likely to get distracted by the many features an e-reader provides. They may skip text because of these features, suggesting that certain multimedia and children's ebooks can be detrimental to the practice of reading itself. According to a recent Scientific American article, reading paper versus electronic material makes a difference when it comes to memory and learning. In digital format, readers tend to skim looking for keywords. As a result, the full content of the material is often lost. So if you're truly aiming to get a child to absorb material, go for an actual book. Both regular books and eBooks alike have pros and cons. However, eBooks actually give the human body physical side effects. High levels of screen luminance from an electronic device can contribute to visual fatigue, a condition marked by tired, burning, itching eyes. A 2014 study published in the journal PNAS found that reading an ebook before bedtime decreased the production of melatonin, a hormone that preps the body for sleep. Ebooks also impaired alertness the following day. And just like staring at a computer screen too long can strain the eyes, the possibility lies also with an e-reader. Headaches and neck pain are the biggest complaints of those who use e-readers. Eye strain and dry eyes are others. Nearly 70% of American adults show these side effects, according to the ABC News report. Just because a Kindle screen may appear to look like paper, from a book, it doesn't change the fact that it's still a screen. Although yes, an e-reader may be more efficient to use on the go, traditional books have more advantages for the human mind and body. They give a person a sense of nostalgia that ebooks can't replicate, and have a physicality to them that is much more satisfactory than a blocky electronic device. And although ebooks interfere with sleep habits and can strain the eyes, traditional books do not. Children learn better, and they are less likely to distract themselves from the task at hand, and they have a stronger chance at remembering material. Ebooks may be the future, but the traditional books is something like an old friend you just can't